Wrfl Internet TV show. This latest edition, Tomsy, is for juniors only, so you and I better leave.
Better go.
we're totally overage for this
They
one.
say we're childish sometimes, so
Very
I think
much
we're fitting
so.
well.
So what we're going to do is go through each of the age groups, and we've managed to get one team from each of the age groups to come along and have a chat about their grand final experiences, how it went for them on the day, and what their hopes are for the future. So coming up on this version of the program, the Under-11B premiers for 2011, Old Westbourne will join us. We've got Willie Juniors in the 12As. Under 13Bs is Point Cook. Under 14Bs is the Wrfl Seddon Eagles. Under 15As, Hoppers Crossing. And under 16As, the Premier Junior competition is the Altona Juniors. One thing, Tomsy, I mean, you grew up in the western suburbs and playing junior footy and playing in premierships. I mean, there's so many blokes I know who are great footballers who never played in a premiership at all.
Yeah, and it is funny, and I mean, a lot of juniors have come through, and even league footballers, and not have a junior, even a grand final, let alone a premiership. And it's amazing, just off camera, been talking to a few of the kids before, that one of them's played in 3 at this stage, and just in the background, all the premiership cups and all the signed footballers that we can see over there in the background, fantastic. And I've got to say, even the ones that don't play in one, doesn't mean, it's, the pinnacle is a premiership, no doubt, but just get out and enjoy your football.
Oh, absolutely. And the other side of that coin is I did a function recently with Doug Hawkins, who talked about his junior football days at Braidwood. He played in 8 grand finals, won 7, and that was the end of a grand final appearance for him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, so it works the opposite, So, and Brabrick and the juniors with Grenawagons and Wilsons and all those, the legendary Gary Crump coaching back in those days. I mean, they won a few, but it's funny, and then all of a sudden not playing in another senior grand final premiership in Dougie Hawkins.
So savour the premierships, and we're going to celebrate those premierships with the young men from our WRFL juniors during this program on www.wrfl.asn.au. Wherever you're watching in the world, sit back and enjoy and have a look at some of the great young talent that we've got coming up. And welcome to the Wrfl Internet TV show. This is our special junior edition. We're coming to you live from the Werribee Football Club. And we've got the Under-11B winners here with us, Tomsy. It's a premiership smorgasbord coming up in this program. But first up, the Under-11Bs from Old Westbourne. Congratulations to you boys. So firstly, we've got Tony Costa, the coach.
Thank you.
No, my pleasure. Mitchell, you're the captain.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No, our pleasure. We've got Luke, who's the Deputy Vice-Captain, and down the front here is... sorry, that's Stefan, who's the Deputy Vice-Captain, and young Luke down the front here is the thing. How was the game, mate?
Well, at the start, it was a bit hard, but we stuck to Tony's plan and we ended up winning the game.
Well, let's find out what Tony's plan actually was. What was your plan, Tony?
Well, the plan was to basically play one-on-one football, and at every opportunity when they had the ball is to put pressure on them, and that when we had the ball to look for a teammate in the open, and when in doubt, hit the boundary. And it worked.
That's a good method. And during the year, Tony, you hadn't beat St Bernard's, who you played in the grand final, hadn't beaten them at all.
Yeah, that's correct. They beat us on 3 occasions by an average margin of 40 points. So we're pretty stoked when we headed them at quarter time, and we never looked back from there.
Yep. Mitch, take us through what it was like for you. I mean, as captain of the side, obviously a big thrill to play in a premiership team.
It was very exciting after the first quarter. When one of our teammates scored 2 goals, then everyone was very happy and the crowd was happy too, so that was good.
Pretty low scoring affair. Looking at the scores, 3-1-19 to 1-5-11. How did your game go? How did you play?
I kicked a goal, yeah.
That's all you have to do, kick the goal, and that's the way to go.
One goal, 1 medal, that's all you want at the end of the afternoon.
And Stefan, yourself, mate, just the highlight when the final siren rang, what was the excitement like?
It was very thrilling, and the team did their best and they won.
Yep. Did the coach have a bit of a tear in his eye?
Yeah, I think so. My dad did.
Good.
And
that's
what
it's all about.
Coach, or do you call him Dad?
Dad.
And tell us, who do you barrack for, boys?
Bulldogs.
Collingwood. Geelong.
Who's your favourite player?
Dale Thomas.
Yep, for you?
Jason Tutt.
You're Stefan?
James Pozziadli.
The pods. We're down
The
at
big
Wrfl.
pod.
We're down at
Used to
Wrfl
play
where we're
right
taping
here,
this.
right
Yes.
out on this ground. You never know, you might be there. What's the plans for the boys now in terms of backing up for next year?
Absolutely. Yeah, the boys have already started talking about pre-season, which is pretty interesting to hear them talking already, and others are talking about defending their premiership. So I'm very encouraged by that sort of mindset.
And I guess the most important thing, and we're going to talk about this during this program, the most important thing is participation and these boys getting out and having a good time and enjoying themselves and playing some good footy.
In terms of the sense of discipline, if you like, it keeps them occupied, keeps them fit, keeps them healthy body, healthy mind. So I think it's excellent for the boys. And
good program down at the Westbourne?
Absolutely. Yeah, look, they're pretty professional in the way that they're trying to set the club up. And we had a review this year, so there's some big things on plan, and the affiliation with the Auskick also is a tremendous feeder into the club of youth, and we can really see a big future down at Westbourne, absolutely.
And how's that club song go, boys?
Go on. Quick verse, go.
Let's go.
We're from the west, green, gold and blue. We'll come out fighting, Westbourne through and through. What we say, Westbourne fight and Westbourne wins. We give our very best, but you can't beat the boys of the Westbourne Club. We're the team of the mighty West.
Good on you, boys.
Good stuff.
Congratulations on your premiership win. Enjoy that, and good luck for the rest of your footy careers, wherever that may take you.
Thanks for having us.
The under-11B winners, 3-1-19 to St Bernard's, 1-5-11 Old Westbourne, will be back with the under-12s after this. Welcome back to the Wrfl Internet TV show. It's our special junior edition. We're going through each of the age groups and highlighting some of the premiers from the different age groups. We've had, as we mentioned before, the under-11Bs from Old Westbourne. We now move to the under-12As. The Willie Juniors, 7-8-50, defeated Werribee Districts 4-5-29. With us, Philip Noonan, the coach, and Jack Noonan, one of the star players of the side. Mate, how was that for a day at the footy?
Pretty fun, and it was quite enjoyable when you heard the siren go, and just had a bit of a pie after the game.
That sounds pretty good. How about yourself, Phil? How'd you go?
Oh, it was a very enjoyable victory because we lost the year before, so to come back the year after and actually win, because the year before wasn't very happy. So to come back this year and to beat Werribee, who have been a great contest all year. So it was fantastic to win in the end of the day. So it was good.
All right, Jack, what position do you play, mate?
I play in the midfield and sometimes up back and sometimes up forward as well.
A bit of a utility, as we used to call it many years ago, all over the ground. Who's some of your teammates, mate, that was part of the grand final with you?
Well, we had Jacob Smith, who's Rowan Smith's son. We had Harry.
Very keen to be taken under the father-son rule, I believe, young Jakey. He's very keen.
Yeah,
now, Harry won the medal?
Yeah, Harry Jennings won the best on ground. And we also have a few other kids like Blake Parkinson and Cal Gibson, and they're pretty good players as well.
Jack, what got you into footy? Obviously your dad's involved, but what got you involved in footy?
I don't know, just liked the game, and I just liked watching it on TV. And
You get roped in, Phil?
As the coach?
Yeah.
Well, the first year I was part of the club in the under-9s, I umpired, and I didn't enjoy that so much. So for the next year I thought I'd put my hand up and have a go at the coaching, and it's worked out all right. It's been good.
In terms of a satisfying experience for you as both a dad and a football person?
Yeah, it's been fantastic for him to play well on the team and the team to do well, and we had a great bunch of kids who are all well deserved in the end, so that was fantastic. So,
what about next year, Phil? Are you continue holding the reins and back to back?
I was going to go backwards and start the under-9s with one of his brothers, but I've been told by some of the parents I've got to give it another crack. So, so I'll probably have a go at under-13s next year.
Yep.
Jack, who do you barrack for? Who's your favourite player, and what do you want to do with your footy?
I bag for Richmond at the moment. They're on a 3-game winning streak, so I'm pretty happy. And one of my favourite players would have to be Trent Cotchin, Dustin Martin, or Jack Rewald or something like that. And in the future, well, my main dream is to become an AFL footballer. I don't really care if I play for Collingwood or something like that, some team. I'm just happy to play football for AFL, or even VFL. I'll be pretty happy to play.
Good boy.
Good on you. There's the under-12A winners for 2011. And Willie Juniors 7,850 over Werribee Districts 4,529. Congratulations. Did you have the boys got a chance to have a bit of a party and get together and have a talk about the day?
We've had a few parties actually. Yeah, we had a pool party straight after the game, and then we went down to the local ground and just had a few pies and food, and just the adults had some beer.
They did they? I was just going to say too, Jack, at school yesterday, wasn't mate, or you were feeling a little bit sick yesterday, you didn't make it to school?
The Monday after the game, you didn't make it.
The Monday after the game.
Yeah, I was actually very tired the Monday after the game.
No, it's worth having a day off.
Emotionally draining, Jack, it is. Well, thank you to the Noonans for being part of this part of our internet TV show. Good luck and continued success in the future. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to the Williamstown Juniors winners in the under-12As. Welcome back to our WRFL Internet TV show, our special junior edition praising the champions of the WRFL. And one thing I did want to say, Tom, see, over the years we've seen some absolutely fantastic kids come up through this competition, not only playing AFL football, like your Basher Hoolies and your Cal Wards and Jack Fitzpatrick, who's about to make his debut for Melbourne, and a few of the boys, Jaden Post and a few that we've seen over the years, but some terrific VFL footballers as well, and blokes have just gone on to play suburban footy. So it's a great breeding ground, and I think a really good and healthy competition.
Well, I think the best part about it, whether the kids we've got on tonight or right through this web show, that whether they play at a high level or just play local, as long as they love their football and get the best out of themselves and enjoy it over the 30, 40 years, whatever they've got ahead of them. Yeah, There's always super rules when you turn 40 boys. So.
All right, let's go to the under-13Bs. Point Cook 4-11-35 defeated Caroline Springs 4-5-29. With us the coach, Brad Grigg, and Lachlan Huell is with us as well. He's got the cup in his hands. So good on you, Brad. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, mate. It was a good day. Like I said, got nail-bitingly close in the end, but the boys just really just dug deep and just gave everything they had, and we were lucky to come home with a chocolate. So, but full credit to Caroline Springs. They come to play and they put the pressure on, and it just really made our guys work hard for it. So, no, great effort by both sides. I
want to ask you your philosophy in terms of coaching with the kids and getting them out, just participating and having a good time.
Yeah, look, I always say that every kid that you get to a training session is one young chap you keep off the street and give him an interest in sport. And we just had a ball this year. We trained pretty hard, but we also, you've got to have a bit of fun too, and which we did. And it wasn't much fun than taking that home at the end of the year, that's for sure. So it was a great reward for a really hard year, and the boys really did well. So thoroughly enjoyed by all, I thought. Yep.
Yeah, Lachlan, how many years have you been playing football?
5 or 6 now.
Is this the first premiership, or have you had one or two before?
That's my first.
But something you'll never forget, that's for sure. So the thrill of it when that final siren went on last Sunday?
Yeah, it was really great. I had all my teammates around, and yeah, they've been great teammates for the whole year.
Mate, how seriously do you take your footy?
Well, it's fun at the moment, but as I get older, probably get more competitive, and yeah.
Obviously, Point Cook's one of the huge growth areas in the western suburbs, and this club's hit the ground running at 1,000,000 miles an hour and has gone bang, bang, bang with more teams than we can poke a stick at these days. How's the club situated?
Oh, look, the club's going really good. It's a really good family club, and we're opening a new sports facility. I think opens up in hopefully next year actually. And look, it's just a great family club and really good people. It's run really well. Administration's really good, and look, Point Cook's a place to come and play. It's simple as that, and it's good club. We're going to have great facilities, and we're going to be pretty strong in the years to come. It's just that teething things when you start at the first few years. But no, we're getting there, no doubt about it. And a lot of kids are turning up from other clubs this year, which was a bonus, which we really haven't had a lot of. And yeah, kids are looking down and say, look, Point Cook's a place to come down and play. So it's great, terrific.
Now, a lot of the celebrations have been eating pies, drinking soft drink, taking a day off school if need be, only because of tiredness, fatigue. What was your celebrations like?
Yeah, celebrated heaps, but I haven't been to school the last few days, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
That bit of a fever that's been going around. Yeah. Premiership fever, it's called.
Exactly, that's the one. Lockie, who do you barrack for, and who's your favourite player, and what do you want to do with your footy? Have you got ambitions to play at a higher level if things go your way?
I'll go for Essendon, and my favourite player is Joe Watson. And, yeah, if I'm good enough, hopefully I'll get to play AFL when I'm older.
As long as you finish school first.
Yeah.
Yeah, get back to school as soon as you can. A couple of days, all right.
The under-13B premiers for 2011, the Point Cook Footy Club, proudly wearing the Bulldogs colours. Well done, Brad. Well done, Lockie, and continued success.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much for having us on, and great little concept. It's very good. Thank you very much.
Well done,
Back
guys.
with the under-14s after this. This is where they start to get a bit tall for us too, Tomsy. We're looking like dwarfs in the second after this. Welcome back to our Wrfl Internet TV show. This is our special junior edition. We're up the under-14s now. They've started to get taller on us, Tomsy. I'm starting to worry about this.
The other fat old blokes. That's the sad part of it.
We're quite willing to accept that. Under-14Bs, Yarraville Seton Eagles 9-14-68 over St Albans 8-4-52. So another nice, tight, close game in our juniors. And we've got Charlie Coper, who's the coach, and Aidan Williams, one of the players. G'day, Charlie.
G'day. Kevin, how are you?
I'm very well, mate. Good day, obviously.
Great day, mate. Fantastic day. Yep, we won 18 points, I think, in the end, but we came from fifth. We finished fifth in the comp and managed to push our way through and take the flag out.
How, from a coach's point of view, how great a thrill is it for you?
Oh, look, it's great. And I don't think the kids at 14 years of age realise the significance of winning a flag and how important it is and how much of an elite club that they've just become members of.
Yep. Aidan, what about yourself? What was the highlight of the game?
I think the highlight of the game was probably just, I don't know, the way we just shut them down really in the first quarter, because I think we got like a 3 or 4 goal head start on them.
Six goals in the first
goals,
quarter.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we were 4 goals up at quarter time, which certainly opened the game up nicely for us.
And how'd you go during the year? They'd beaten you, only played once, I think, didn't you? They'd beaten you once?
Yeah, we played once and they beat us by 8 points. And but every side in the finals, except for Deer Park, the elimination final, but every other side had beaten us leading into the finals. So we definitely had some mountains to climb over.
That's a great thrill. Do you go to school with most of your teammates, or do you just knock around together?
I've only probably got 2 people that go to my school, but we're still quite a tight bunch. I mean, a lot of them go to school with each other. They all go to Footscray City.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are quite tight, and then there's probably 3 of us that go to St Paul's. So we we sort of hang out together, and then there's so
all the Footscray City hoods.
Yeah. Charlie, Yarraville's an interesting club. It's gone through a really amazing transformation over the last probably 5 or 6 years with the combining with the juniors, with the seniors, with the Seton Footy Club, and that. Obviously, a club that's really now starting to I guess get the rewards of the hard work that's been done in the last 5 or 6 years by the Karen Birminghams and people around the club.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, this is our 3rd premiership. The under 13s. A grade won last week in the final 4. They also took out the under 11Bs a couple of years ago. So now we've got 3. I think we're 5 or 6 years into the amalgamation, and here we are with 3 premierships. So it's a great success story.
And a club with an amazing history too. When you go back and look at the Kingsville part of the club with Rowan Smith, who played 300 games for the Bulldogs, and the Yarraville Football Club itself is just one of the great iconic clubs of the western suburbs.
Yep, definitely so. Charlie, what's your plans for the future? You're going to continue coaching? You're going to move up with the age groups, or?
No, well, we have a policy with the club that you only coach for 3 years. Okay. And the idea behind that is they don't want coaches to stereotype players, which I think is a great idea. And look, the first year that I had with the boys, we finished last. We got smashed every game, and last year we finished 5th, got knocked out in the elimination final, and we managed in the 3rd year to take out the flag. So it's been a nice climbing process, and I think we've kind of reached our end. It's been a great pinnacle. Yeah. And it's time for me to move on, and it's time for these guys to move on to bigger and better things as well.
So he's not like a Mick Malthouse. He doesn't want to keep going on. Well, you retire from coaching these boys with a premiership and the premiership medallion. Well done. Aidan, who do you barrack for, and who's your footy idols?
Well, I actually barrack for our team. I don't follow AFL at all.
Okay.
And probably my favourite player would be Caden Verona on our team, on the halfback flank.
Good stuff. I tell you, I'm a rap for the local football more than the AFL myself. Don't worry about that. So good on you, Aidan.
No, congratulations, well done, and good luck with your football in the future, wherever that takes you, and happy retirement, Charlie.
Well, in actual fact, I'm not going to retire. I've put my hand up to coach a younger side again, and hopefully I can do something similar and bring them up the ranks, and potentially in 2 or 3 years we might have another flag and come back and say hello again.
Oh, very
good stuff.
Very good.
That's the under-14s. We'll be back to the under-15s after this, but congratulations to the Wrfl Seddon Eagles. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back to our WRFL Internet TV show, our special junior edition, looking at the grand final winners from our WRFL junior competitions, which has been a terrific competition this year. We're up to the under-15s, Tomsy. They brought a little bloke in, thank goodness. So as we don't feel like overaged, short, fat blokes. The under-15As, Hoppers Crossing, had a massive win. And with us we've got John Tomuskas, the coach, and Damien McKenzie, one of the star players. It was a massive win, wasn't it?
Oh, it was, but to Wrfl's credit, they were up at quarter time, and they made us work hard for it, so which was good. And yeah, it was a bit of a massacre at the end, but it was still a good game. So.
And Damien, we're just talking off camera. The years were down at quarter time.
Yeah, we didn't start very well, but after that we got into gear and we played very well.
We're just finishing the home and away.
We finished first. We were undefeated.
Okay, and during the final series, you won both finals, or?
Yeah, we finished undefeated the whole year.
All right, so you've got a pretty strong group of players down in the under-15 Seddon Hoppers there.
Yeah.
Hoppers has had a terrific reputation as a really powerful junior football club over many, many years now. Goes back 20, 25 years now. John, how did you get involved?
Well, I just applied. I was coaching at Wrfl prior to this year, and I come to Hoppers, and just the standard in the juniors at Hoppers is pretty eye-catching, and they have got a lot of juniors coming through, and the club does, and they do put a lot of time into their juniors, so which helps for later on and into the 18s and the senior part. So yeah, they have to get it right so they can get the players to push up into their senior side. So the juniors are very strong at Hoppers, yeah.
And Damien, you got the football with you with all the signatures of the premiership players, without going through every one of them. Who are some of your teammates?
Hayden Bray was one of the star players, and Braden Ferrari, Braden Truman held up the back line very well. Yeah.
Is there anyone you've got to mention that won't give you a punch in the arm at school tomorrow because you didn't mention them?
Well, I don't really go to school with many of my teammates at the moment, so no, not really.
That's all right then. What position do you play, Damien?
I have a run in the midfield and then I go forward a bit, so yeah.
And your ambitions in football, is it to just play your best you can in the juniors and then go down to the Jets or VFL and possibly AFL?
Oh yeah, hopefully. Hopefully I can get pretty far in football, so that'd be good.
John, yourself, what are you going to continue coaching at Hoppers in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. So I've put in the application there for the job, so hopefully I can stick around there and take these kids along and teach them a bit of direction and forward. So. Which will be good. And that rain that we've had over the last 12 months has certainly made that second ground at Hoppers fit to be training and playing on, which hasn't been able to do for a couple of years. Well, actually, the training grounds were great this year compared to previous years with the drought and that. But even a lot of the grounds that we played on during the year were in really good condition. And Westbourne, to their credit, their two grounds during the final series were just immaculate, and what they did during the final series was just a really good show, so credit to Westbourne as well. So
now the under-15s, you're getting up in age a little bit. Celebrations, we spoke a lot about party pies and a bit of soft drink. Did you guys get into any of the Red Bull or the V?
No, we were alright. We were a bit tired actually. We were all very tired that night.
Assistant coaches it was. I think the assistant coaches had a few too many beers on the Sunday night. I was alright. I was cooking the barbecue actually, so...
good stuff. No, good stuff. Congratulations to you both on, and your teammates too, obviously, on a great premiership win, something that you can savour. And we've got the junior presentation night coming up in a couple of weeks' time. You'll get the chance to get up on stage and get that premiership flag once again. So enjoy it. They're very hard to come by.
They are very hard, so we're enjoying it, and hopefully we can go back-to-back next year. Which was good.
Good stuff. Good on you. John, Damien, thank you for being part of our internet TV show here on the WRFL.
Thanks, guys.
All right, boys.
Under 16's coming up next. Welcome back to our WRFL internet TV show. It's our special junior edition. We're up the under 16As. The Altona Juniors were victorious, an emphatic victory actually. Let's just make sure I get the scores right here. 21-15, 141 over St Bernard's 10-10-70. And with us is the coach, Barry Norton. G'day, Barry.
Kevin, thanks for having us.
It's a pretty easy day at the office, isn't it?
Yes, it was. It was a bit of a scare earlier with the scores that were just about level at quarter time, but second half we pulled away, we showed our strength and ran away with it, so it was good.
And obviously you capped off what was a remarkably good season for the club.
Yes, we had a very strong squad this year, and which we proved by not losing a game. So it was good to finish off the year on a good note.
And the young man next year, Daniel O'Leary, congratulations, mate. You must be just wrapped in being part of a premiership side.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Is that your first?
Nah, fourth one.
Well, no need to show off, Daniel. Really, you played in 4 premiership sides?
Yeah, that's third one in a row, and we won one in 12, was it?
Under 11s and 12s?
Yeah, I didn't play under 11s, I wasn't at the club. 16
Cs last year, 16 As this year.
So a bit of a dynasty's forming down there at Altona.
Yeah.
They're the same sort of, a lot of the same kids have come through from under 11s and through the grades, and they're sort of stuck together. A few new additions here and there, but yeah, it's just pretty fortunate. It's just a really strong group who's gone through the ranks together.
And have you been with them through that process?
I coached them in 11s and 12s, and 1 year in under 14s. Then I had a couple of years off, and I came back this year to do it again.
Barry, the standard of under 16 football, it really stepped up another notch from 14s, 15s. The kids are so talented. Some of the sides you would have played against, apart from your own side, undefeated all year, obviously some talent there, but would have seen some talented kids in some of the opposition sides.
Yeah, it's the top 3 or 4 sides were fairly good, and then it sort of dropped away a bit. There's only 7 teams in the comp, which is a bit disappointing. Yeah, there's some good kids around besides our group. But overall, we were just a really strong outfit overall. You know, and the other teams had their good players, and they tend to fall away a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was certainly our advantage anyway.
And what's your goals in football in the future?
Oh, just make it as far as I can, I suppose. Yeah.
Are you a hard worker on the training track?
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. Yeah.
And what position? We've got a second opinion on that. Is on the training?
Yes, he is. He's very hard. He's a good young kid to coach. He's a good hard worker and always does his best. Yeah, I think he's got a good future, Daniel. He's in the Jets development squad at the minute, and we've got 9 boys from our team in that squad. So, yeah, I can see a good future for him. I think he'll play TAC Cup footy for sure.
And what position, Daniel?
I'll play in midfield, yeah.
Okay. Is that you prefer? I mean, obviously, versatility is what it comes down to when you get a little bit older, just not midfield, half back, half forward. Be happy if they throw you to full back or back pocket one day?
Been put in the back pocket in Jets and stuff, so
we
just got to cope with it.
That's what they want to hear. That's what I'm trying to say. They want to hear that.
We threw him around a bit when he was lacking a bit of form in the middle of the year, and we threw him forward and back and just tried to get a bit of the footy for him, but he got out of that slump pretty quick.
Barry, that transition from when they go from under 16s, and you mentioned that Daniel's in the Jets squad. I know Altona's got, I think, boys on 4 different VFL lists at the moment. Down here at Werribee, at Williamstown, at Port, and also over at Sandringham. The transition, the jump they have to make. How do you help them with that?
Well, all I can say to the boys is, you know, when you finish this under 16 level, it's going to go up a couple of notches when you go to 18s, and you know, they can just take that on board any way they like. They can not believe me, or they can believe me, and when they go to the Jets training, they can step up their intensity and their effort level. And those who do will go further, and those who don't will get cut and dropped off. So, yeah, it's all up to the individual, really. Yeah.
Where do you go to school, Daniel?
Manual College in Point Cook.
Okay, do you play school football, or
Played today and lost the final, so... But yeah, it's not very good standard, but yeah.
No, but I mean, it's a lot of football. You're getting a lot of, apart from training throughout the year at Altona, you're playing school football as well. So you get plenty of yards and ability in your legs.
Yeah, it never really ends, actually. Yeah.
Well, listen, congratulations on the under 16A grand final win. Well done. Enjoy that, and good luck with whatever your football takes you in the future. And thanks for being part of the show, Barry.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for having us.
Boys.
All righty, we'll be back to wrap it up after this. Well, that's it for another edition of the Wrfl Internet TV show. There's just one more to come for the year, Tomsy, and that will be our grand final edition, which will be recorded here at the Werribee Football Club at Avalon Airport Oval on grand final night of the Division 1 grand final. Whoever that will be between, we will have the winners. We'll also have the Division 2 winners, and hopefully the under 18 winners joining us for the next edition of the Internet TV show. But I want to thank the junior clubs and just say, in all honesty, how easy it was to organise this program. We're talking about 6 different age groups, 6 different coaches. It was one phone call to each of those. There was no mucking around. The cooperation we received from the juniors in organising this particular edition of the program, absolutely 100% fantastic. And it's great as a parent to know that your kids are coming through and they're being looked after by some very well organised people at very, very well run clubs.
I've got to say, we are very proud from the Western Region Football League for all the juniors that are out there, and not just even the kids, the guys and girls that have played, but the parents, the support groups. You know, they put a lot of hours, a lot of work behind the scenes, and as I mentioned at the top of the program, Kev, just, you know, have fun, but make sure even the ones that don't play in a premiership or a grand final or didn't win a game all year or only had half a dozen games of football, get out and enjoy your football as a kid, because that's what it is all about. It's about fun and having a good time with your mates.
Absolutely. And if you do happen to play in a premiership and win a premiership, enjoy it.
Yep.
Because it might not ever come along again. You might not get another crack at it. But make sure you keep supporting our local football. And as I said, we'll be back with another edition of this particular program after the Division 1 Grand Final. We'll see you then.